So I got you guys situated, and we are going to get into this. So how are y'all? How you doing this morning? It is Saturday morning, and I have had a wonderful day, Friday. Let's see here. Let me make sure my door is closed so I don't, bother Gary. All right. Okay, so let me get situated. I want to make sure that I can see you guys and you guys can see me. You know how that goes. All right, so what have I been doing? Oh, jeez. This Friday was actually a very good Friday. Let me get my legs straight. Hold on. All right, so let's see here. What was so great about today? Well, I spent a lot of time in prayer with the Lord, and it blessed me richly. I mean, clarity, understanding, prayers answered. It just means a lot to me when Jesus moves like he does. All right, let me see if I can lift you guys up a little bit now. Okay. All right, so you guys can see. I was just real happy about how today went. Everything went smoothly. Everything, my schedule, everything flowed. I was able to do everything that I needed to do without interruption. There was no groceries. There was no, it just, everything just flowed, and there was no happy mail, and it was just a very smooth, calm day. And I was able to just do the things that I wanted to do for myself. Take an extra long shower, shampoo and shave, and just pedicure, and just take care of me, and I got all of my other stuff situated, and everything went smoothly, and there was no need for me to forebode. So I am grateful for that. And but the most rewarding part of the day was my time with Jesus. Sometimes it's like I just can't stop talking about him. I can't stop thinking about him. And, and I talk to him like he is my very best friend. I laugh with him, thinking of him, and and just having and building a relationship. People make you think you're crazy, but you're not. He is real, and he is a person. He is a being, and he will speak to you and reveal himself to you, and he makes me laugh. There have been times when he has downloaded things into my spirit that made me laugh and brought me great joy. And then I end up praising him and thanking him. And, and I always tell him how he is my sweetheart, and how I just want to show the affection to him. And I visualize me, just literally having a joyful time with him, journaling with him, having tea with him, running my fingers through his living, breathing hair, pinching his nose. And I mean, I'm really, 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 been through so much in my life that, keeping company with Jesus is so fulfilling. And he allows me to be myself with him. He's not the church Jesus, you know. He is my personal Savior who meets me where I am and caters to, you know, the desires of my heart that align up with his will. And all of the good things about me are all his traits. Affectionate, funny, loving, caring, all of those things, all of those attributes, they're not mine. They are his. I take after my Father. I take after my Savior. You know, that's just how it is, you know. And the more that you find yourself talking to the Lord and praying to the Lord, the more he reveals himself to you, and the more your cup overflows. And sometimes he just tires me out. It's because I get so emotional and grateful, and I love to just worship him, telling him my day, praising him, just doing all of those things. I want, you know how the Bible says that David was a man after God's own heart. And I tell Jesus, I want to be after your own heart, you know. And I look forward to returning home, spending time with him, you know. And it's an amazing feeling, but it's also healing. It also brings about healing, you know, and that is so important. Healing and clarity and understanding, you know, and then you're just so full of joy afterward. And so that was what my day was like today. And I watched a movie. I watched that movie, Hard Truth. Watched it 4 times, ended up buying it. And the lady that was in this movie, you know, her antics was really funny, and I had to watch documentaries. I had to find out why they made the movie, how it came to be, you know, and all of that stuff, so I could understand all of the behind the scenes stuff, you know. And I just literally was saying, my God, she really needs Jesus. She needs love. She needs Jesus, you know. And I was so grateful that she had her sister, you know. And it was literally some hard truths, and it's things that we face as humans, you know, and especially women, you know, not trying to demean, you know, lessen it all for men, but we women especially, because we feel things and we feel hard, you know. We're in tune with our emotions, and all this tea is so refreshing. It is piping hot. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. So, you know, and Gary watched some of it with me, and he was like, oh man, I can relate to this, I can understand this, and my father was like that. And it was like, you will find bits and pieces of your own self in this movie. So I decided I wanted to write about it. So I pulled this book out. This is what I did not know what you would call, but this is a B5 notebook. Yes, a B5. And I just discovered that this is now my new favorite size. I was all about the A5 and the B6 Slim, but this is an A5. And you guys remember when I got it. Let me lift this up a little bit. I don't want to disturb nothing. All right. But you guys remember, let me see. Okay, you guys remember when I bought this thing. You remember when I had it in a Happy Mail haul. And I got this from Amazon. But I didn't like the fact that it has that little bit of pages and it doesn't have enough pages. But I love it. I love the B5. It's not very popular because nobody offers a B5. Excuse me. They offer classic. They offer A5s. Even Planner Perfect, there is no B5, you know. So so what I started doing is first of all, I'll tell you why I like it. I like it because it lays flat like a Hobonichi cousin. It lays flat. Every page lays flat, you know, and I was careful with how I put stickers in it, you know, so that way I don't, you know, I have it the stickers evenly, you know, done. So I just decided, since this is a book that doesn't have many pages in it, this is going to be like a book, like say for example, I had to jam. This book wouldn't come with me, you know, this book would be left behind. And so this is a book that I can just throw down stickers, and just, you know, no rhyme or reason on this. So this page I'm working on right here, as you can see, I took these scissors and did that around the edges, and I've got my little Hello Kitty, and then I've got PW68. I was just using up some stickers, and in the midst of it, I know this is kind of shoddy because I'm not done. I'm not done, but I had planned on doing this with you all with me, but I didn't have enough batteries. My battery had pretty much died, so I may end up having to, you know, cut this short. But I was just throwing down washi, and I was excited when I did this. I was a little bit hyper, and so I was just like putting all that energy into this book. And it wasn't negative energy at all, but I was just hyper, and I thought she's so cute. She's so cute. So I was just throwing down anywhere, and I was, you know, I like to make those, so I did that. And I learned that from Sandra Dahl, Sandra Dahl's channel. She does that. And I also was motivated to do that from that book I have, that Bible verse book. So anyhow, I just started laying down the foundations. You know, I just started putting the washi on the sides. And I like this paper. This is, you know what this paper reminds me of? When I was in elementary school and we had to use those composition notebooks, that's what this paper feels like. And I love it. It's kind of crinkly. You could definitely do an ASMR thing with it. I just started going to town. And in the middle of the book, I mean, towards the end of the book, I don't usually do that. I have a system, an order. But I just, this time, I just said, no order. We're just going to throw stuff down. And I did all of this tonight. And I wrote a love letter to Jesus. And then you have the this little angel cat right here. And then there were some more prayers. And, you know, so that was that. And this is a homemade pocket. Oh my goodness. So with that being said, now that I realized, as I was journaling in here tonight, I realized, you know what? I like this book. I like that it is a B5. So I went on Amazon and found a 300-page dotted B5 in lime green, and I bought that. and it should be here tomorrow. So I'm gonna, every opportunity that I have, I'm gonna get a B5. I'm done with purchasing A5s in bullet journals. I've got more than enough bullet journals, so enough A5 bullet journals. So I want to start buying some more B5s. And I like how the book lays, and I like the texture of this paper, and it just reminds me of writing in a Hobonichi cousin. It reminds me of the composition notebooks that we had when we were in high school. So right here, I was thinking about jotting down some things that really stood out, like I guess you could call it highlights of the day, and that's what I'm gonna write here. All of my brush pens are in my thing, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab this pink pen, and I am gonna write today, and I'm going to put highlights. And it's hard writing because on here there's a pen that's sticking up there, so that's going to make this handwriting a little bit ugly, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to write. So yeah, everything is done. The laundry is done. The groceries are done. The vacuuming is done. The laundry's put away. The only thing that I did not do today was I did not take any vitamins at all. Not one. I think when I go, I think I'll go out there and take I'll take a few of them, but not many. I just needed a break. And I really didn't have enough food in my stomach, you know, so I'm gonna just go over this because this is uneven page. And so I'm just gonna do this. Oh, great. Let me go put the charger in. Hold on. I knew it was coming. Y'all, that is the one thing about me that I don't understand. Every time I want to film something, every time I get in the mood and I want to film something, there's never enough battery. There's never enough battery. And I don't know what's eating up all of my battery so much. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. Because I don't have a lot of apps on my phone, and I don't have a lot of stuff running in the background, so I don't know. Yeah. Filming. Yeah. I always do. I go, he'll say, "Pam," and I'll say, "Yeah." It's so funny. All right. I hope. You would think by now he would figure out if she's talking to herself, it's going to be one or two things. Either she's praying, talking to Jesus, or she's filming. But he still doesn't get it. He still forgets. It's all right. It's all good. All right. I don't know if I need that a little bit brighter for you guys or not, but we'll see. Because I cannot see when it's too bright. And right now it is too bright. And this is crooked. Hold on. Alrighty then, I am back. And I accidentally shut the friggin' thing off. So that's fine. That is fine. Alright. I hope that I am in focus. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can see my hands. But it's still bright. Alright, so anyway, this is what we was working on. And it's still crooked in this. It's ridiculous. It won't stay even. It keeps sliding. It's almost like the phone is too thin to be inside of this thing. Like it, you know, like I need it to be in a case, a different type of case maybe. Like if it was in just this, I think it would be better because it keeps sliding. And I think I do have a case where it might fit with just this, you know, but this is just too much work, y'all. It's too much. It is too much. And I don't know why. All right, let me make sure I'm recording. Yeah, I'm still recording. Okay, cool. Man, what I gotta go through just to do a video. This, you know why? Because I don't have the right stuff. And it's like, oh my God, if you touch the desk or you bump the desk trying to get in it, it just messes up everything. So I'm just gonna do this. I just want this to be dark. All right, let me check and see if you guys can see. All right, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am so uncomfortable. I'm serious. I am so uncomfortable trying to sit here on this pillow. I gotta be uncomfortable so that you guys can be comfortable to watch this. This is crazy. All right, I'm straight now. I feel better. All right, so here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. All right, so can you see that? That's what I wanted to do. All right, so that's done. All right, so we can put that pen back. And I think I want a black pen. Let's try this right here. All right. So I'm left-handed, so it's a little bit better for me if I can have my page to the side. So yeah, so how are y'all doing? How's things going in your life? I hope that God is good to you. And I hope that you all are encouraged. I am encouraged. All right, so my highlights for today was spiritual pen. Hold on. We're gonna put this under here. There we go. There. Okay. I'm gonna put spiritual. Oh my gosh. Spiritual. Ooh, put enlightenment. Yeah, I think that might be a good enlightenment, awareness. Let's see, 2. All right. This is still, it is crazy that this ink pen is causing that much. I got a bigger one. Let's see if that will work. No, it's not, it's thick. This is the thicker one, so no. Okay, the other thing that I want to highlight for today, well, actually yesterday, was peace of mind. Peace of mind. And then the third thing that I experienced, there was such a highlight of yesterday, was reassurance. Reassurance. I like that. Reassurance. And I'm gonna say rest. So that was the highlight of my day, was these spiritual things. I hope I don't get on y'all's nerves talking about Jesus so much, but that's just who I am. He's the center of my life, and that is just, it's just such a huge part of who I am. And if I offend anyone, I sincerely apologize, but it is just who I am. And on this channel, Jesus's name is mentioned a lot. A lot. If I had to have a channel where I wasn't allowed to glorify God, I wouldn't want that channel. Okay, so how's that? All right, and I was thinking about, I was thinking about doing this kind of sketchy like. You know, it's Saturday. I want Apple Jacks and milk and cartoons. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I need to go to bed and go to sleep. I just don't want to. I just want to journal. I just want to journal. All right. So over here, I was writing about the lady. So yeah, today is spiritual enlightenment, peace of mind, reassurance, and rest. And so let me pull this aside. So that is what that is for today. I was writing very fast because I was getting it all out, you know. I was just trying to get it all out, and my brain is like really fast, and my hand cannot move fast enough for me to express what I'm feeling. All right, so I don't want this video to be too long, so I want to also write about, there's no Monday, there's no days of the week or anything written on these pages. This is just whatever. I want to list some things that I'm thankful for. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put a box right here, but I'm going to draw it this time. And let's see, we are going to take this pink pen and we are going to draw these are my favorite ones, to draw bubbles. You know, these like clouds. I like doing this. And I want to write down some things that I'm grateful for. And we're going to use this black pen. I think this is black. Hold on. Okay. And I'm going to put in here, you know what, I should use a brush pen. Let me use a brush pen. I have a lousy brush pen, and I take it back because I promoted these things in previous videos. I had told y'all that I love this. I was wrong. All right, so I'm just going to do, I mean, it's okay. Gratitude. I forgot how to make a D. My brain freezed. Gratitude. Okay, so that worked fine. That's good enough. And let's see, we'll do the little dot things. Just to add a little something to it. All right, so that's cool. So gratitude for today. All right, I'm just making sure that you guys can see. Let me just set up. I cannot, you know what, I'm looking, but I cannot tell if you guys, okay, you can see. All right, so I'm going to put, look how that, you see, did you see that? Oh my gosh. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, so I'm going to use bullet points. And the first thing that I am grateful for, well, of course, I'm grateful for the love of God. That's an absolute given. But I want to get into some specific things that I was grateful for today. And that was a safe walk. I'm grateful for that because it's Friday night. It was Friday night. And on Friday night, you know, you see more people walking at night, and there's more cars going up and down the road, people turning around, doing U-turns in the middle of the road. And it doesn't make you feel comfortable. I don't like it, you know. So I am especially grateful for safe walking. Let's just put walking. I'm grateful for the conversation, the long conversation with Gary. I was grateful for that because it was a really long conversation, and it was on his job. He deals with so much, and it's one thing after the other, and with no break. It's just one incident after the other, one situation after the other, and it's so boom, 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 you know, like fast, 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 fast. Okay, deal with this crisis, on to the next. Deal with this crisis, on to the next. And it's like, my God, you don't have a chance to pray. You don't have a chance to breathe. You know, you have to literally walk away and say, I'm going to the bathroom. And it's really difficult for him to find time or a place where he can just go and pray and take deep breaths and talk to the Lord. He has to do it while he's in the middle of his situation. And it's all this building up and building up and building. It's like inhaling, and never having a chance to exhale. And then it's like, eat a quick lunch because you need to hurry up and get back on the floor. There's a flight or there's a situation that needs to be handled, and being a senior officer, everybody runs to you for everything, and it's so overwhelming. And I couldn't handle it. I am glad that I do not work. I'm glad that I do not deal with the public. I am glad that there is nothing going on that would interfere with my prayer life. And it's like, if Gary could just retire and get a banging retirement income, you know, and it would be like, you know, so we could live the way an ex-president lives. I'm still thinking about that TV series on Netflix with Robert De Niro as a previous president, and the privacy that he has, you know. He doesn't have to go to the gym. He's got everything right on his property, you know. And it's like, if Gary just had that time to, then his prayer life could be better. He could be closer to God, but he's got to work, and he's got to work in this just crazy environment, you know, most of the time. So we had a long conversation about that and some things, and I am so extremely grateful, so grateful. Then the other thing that I was really grateful for, that in particular that happened today, was no run-ins. And when I say no run-ins, when I went walking, I did not run into anybody that you know, would interrupt my flow. That is a very big thing for me, because when I'm walking, I'm praying, I'm talking to the Lord for like an hour and a half straight, sometimes 2 hours straight. And it's just nonstop talking, nonstop prayer. And so if I run into somebody, my prayer is interrupted. You know, I don't want to get into it. That's just how it is. You know, I had the sidewalk to myself. I could sit down on the cable box, and I could exhale, and I could look at the stars, and the luminaries were so strong, and I could just have that time with me and nature, and it wasn't interrupted, you know, by somebody who's walking their dog, and we end up having a conversation and that type of thing. So there was no run-ins. And the other thing that I am incredibly grateful for was miracles. I could say miracles from Jesus. I'm just going to put my relationship with Jesus. I didn't even spell his name right. I don't care. You know, I'm just grateful for the clarity and the understanding that came forth today through prayer. I'm grateful. No anxiety attacks today. No panic attacks. And yes, there is a difference. And I ate well. Put a little heart there because that's always, food is always a struggle. So these were the things that I was extremely grateful for today. And this isn't all of them, but this was just a few that I wanted to make note of. You know, because I'm gonna tell you, the little things, y'all, the little things. And I got Happy Mail coming tomorrow too. But it's nothing that I'm going to share on a video though. It's other stuff. All right, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed spending a little bit of time with me. And again, good morning. Good morning to you all. I hope that you have a wonderful Saturday. Man, that hot lemon tea is to die for. So yeah, I love reflecting on my day, reflecting on, you know, playing that video over in my mind. Where did I go today? What did I do today? How did today go? Did I have any ups? Did I have any downs? Was there anything that, you know, I need to be aware of so that I don't repeat again, you know, stuff like that. So this was all good. This was just a great day. I just can't stress it enough. I don't know why I had to write, but all of this is one day. This is all one day writing, all of this. And like I said, with this book, there's no order. I'm just going to write wherever I feel like writing. Every page will be filled up. You know, but I think I'm going to start from the beginning. So this is a lot of pages left. And this is, yeah, so it is what it is. But this is just what I felt like doing today. And if you have not tried a B5, please do so. It's like 9 by 8, something like that. Is it 9 by 8 or 9 by 6 or something like that? And I like it because you have so much more space to write. And, you know, I love this much better than the A5, but I have a ton of A5s in bullet journals and TNs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely not getting rid of them. It's just, I'm just going to add B5 to it. And when I feel like doing an A5, I'll do an A5. But I'm really loving this. I wish that this book had more pages in it. But I'm just going to put some things in my in my save for later with Amazon, and just get some, you know, as I go along. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head on out of here. I love you all, and God willing, I will see y'all in the next video. And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.